Really heat. All right, let's go, y'all. Let's get into some things, baby. Let's get into some things. Let me turn this down because I don't want to blow my ears out. Let's go. Get in here, everybody, get in here. Get in here, everybody, get in here. Yes, 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 yes. What is the tea? Get in here, everybody get in here. You know what time it is. We're going to turn up. We're going to get messy. We're going to get into some things. This is the second live of the day. You know what it's giving. Get in here, everybody get in here.
Swallow me up.
Period.
So I wanna been a minute.
It's time for Been a Minute.
Stand up, let me see you shake it, babe. Move your body like a snake, la babe. Ooh, you so thick, let me spank you, babe. You gon' make me break the bank, la babe. Booty so fat, come and break me, babe. Smell so good, I wanna taste you, babe. Can I taste la babe? Can I taste la babe? You know the vibes. Listen, I'm always outside, never been shy. Ooh, bitch, I'm high. Listen, I'm geeked up. We never sleep. I'm top of my meat. He like to eat, bon appetit. I'm trying to really hit it.
Get in here, everybody, get in here.
I'm trying to really hit it. And I'm trying to get a bit it. Like it's been a minute, 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 been a minute. I'm trying to really hit it. And I'm trying to get a bit it. And I'm trying to really hit it. And I'm trying to get a bit it. Like it's been a minute, 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 been a minute.
Okay. We about to get into some things. We about to get into some things. This is live of number 2 today. Are you ready?
He like, ooh, come and get it. Ooh, you so nasty with it. He like, come climb up in it. We all outside.
Okay.
Trying to spend time up in it. You ain't been buying a minute. He a little freak like me. That's my sneaky link. All on his knees. Looking back at me. He high off the ski. He wanted to ski. So
what? Get in here. Get in here, everybody, get in here.
Never been messy with it. Always been sexy with it. Mouth so wet, I'm melting in it. Booty so fat, I'm diving in it. Straight driving in it. I'm trying to really hit it. And I'm trying to get a bit it. Like it's been a minute, 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 been a minute. I'm trying to really hit it. And I'm trying to get a bit it. And I'm trying to really hit it. And I'm trying to get a bit it. Like it's been a minute, 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 been a minute. I need that been a minute.
Y'all make sure y'all stream and save it.
I'm trying to get a bit it, cause it's just been a minute. I need that been a minute. He like, ooh, come and get it.
Okay. Okay, let's get into some things though, okay? And I still gotta edit this, but we're gonna play it anyway. I'm gonna change it though. All right, we're gonna change it.
Armon Wiggins Radio.
Yeah, child, you know what it's giving. You know what's going on. You know the vibes. Yeah.
As long as there's some hot tea, we can get into some things.
Okay.
Get in. Everybody get in here.
Okay. Now that is out of the way, this is going to be a quick live, but I just want to come to you guys, chop it up with y'all. Then right after this, we're going over to StationHead to get into some things, but I want to chop it up with y'all real quick, all right? So, I don't know what's going on. First thing we got to get into is Megan Thee Stallion. So, y'all, somebody hit me up today, and they're like, what's the tea with Megan Thee Stallion? You know, I believe that there's people out there. I don't do this. I don't even do it for people that follow me or whatever. I don't do this, but I know you guys do. And there's some fans that go randomly and they check and they see like who's following who. Are people still following? I don't really check. But I do those things where I like randomly just like go through and just unfollow a bunch of people just because I'm like, okay, I don't interact with you. You don't interact with me. Let's just unfollow each other. But anyway. Long story short, someone reached out to me. They're like, Megan Thee Stallion is no longer following Partisan, but Partisan is following Megan. I don't know. Does that mean that relationship is on the rocks? I don't know. Now, you know, people were saying that Megan Thee Stallion was pregnant. I don't know what's going on now. But we also remember that Partisan, it was a lot of pressure for Megan Thee Stallion and Partisan's relationship to hear about all the Megan Thee Stallion had during the Tory Lanez trial, because Megan Thee Stallion has allegedly everybody in the music industry for records, beats, and Grammys. Now, so I don't know how they're faring with that, but Partisan still has pictures of Megan Thee Stallion on his page, and he still follows her. This is not the first time Megan Thee Stallion has unfollowed him. This probably is not the second, and it probably won't be the last. I do like them together. I think that he can handle her. She needs a big, taller guy. I mean, he's talented in what he's, in music and writing and things like that. However, and I also feel like with Megan Thee Stallion, she needs a little bit of that strong backbone, disciplinary person, because, for a while she was doing a lot of heavy drinking. So I don't know what's going on with that. I'm ready for Megan Thee Stallion to re-enter the world, re-enter 2023. What is her first post going to look like? How is she coming into 2023? Post Tory Lanez, post all of this stuff, okay? So it's going to be very interesting to see. And we're wishing them the best of luck. And just for the people that say that I'm lying and she might go back and follow later, let's do this. Let's take a trip over to Instagram. Uh-oh. Hold on, let's do it. Let's do it together. So you get a fresh page, baby. You're going to get a fresh page. Okay, hold on, because y'all be all in my search history. Y'all be trying to be all in my stuff. Y'all be so nosy. Okay. Okay, boom. So let me go. So we are Megan Thee Stallion. This is her page. Let's see if she follow him. Well, I follow Partisan. Oh, I can't type it. Well, she don't follow him because I follow him. There it is. She don't follow him. Y'all can type it in yourselves. Let's go to his page, because I believe I follow him. And if I don't, I'm about to follow him right now. Just so y'all could say, oh, I don't follow him. Let me stop playing. Why would I lie like that? Okay, so look. Let's see. He following Megan Thee Stallion. There she go. There she go. He following her. Let's go over here. Let's go to her page. Now, I'm following him now. Let's see. She is not following him, okay? She does not follow him, okay? And her page is clear. He is not on her page at all. It's clear. She's gone. So, I don't know what's going on with that. But apparently it's some tea. People want to know where Megan Thee Stallion is. People want to know if she's making moves. Apparently she unfollowed him. And the girls are going to be talking about it. So I don't know what that means. Maybe they're taking a break. Maybe she just decides she don't want to follow him. I don't know. And maybe she did this to get us talking. There's that other part. People do stuff to get you talking. Okay, let me unfollow you for a little bit. Somebody's going to catch it. The blog's going to be talking. Let's just keep my name going. You know what I mean? It's kind of quiet right now. I'm not out. I'm not making music. Let's have people thinking that, we're breaking up, I'm pregnant. We still need the conversation to be around Megan Thee Stallion at some point, even though she's not making music. So then when she comes out, everybody's on her page to see what she's going to say. Even though I feel like the momentum for Megan Thee Stallion is very much so there, because the Tory Lanez stuff. But I don't know. I think that they're planning on how she is going to re-enter. She'll be back by April. April, May, I feel like she's not going to be going through the summer. So it's going to be some tea. She's sitting the winter out. She may sit the spring out, but I think spring, summer, she's coming out. April, May, June, we're going to get a piece of Megan Thee Stallion. I don't think we should look for her in February, or we should look for her in March. So we're going to get into some things, okay, Shal? And, and if she follows him back, I'll let you guys know. And so I don't know. I don't want to speculate. I haven't heard anything, but that's what the people are saying. Okay. So let's get to the hot tea though. So that was just that. Okay. First of all, let's get to Chrisean. I personally feel like this should be Chrisean Rock's last season on Baddies. I do. I think this should be Chrisean's last season on Baddies. Now, a lot of people are like, well, why do you feel like it should be Chrisean's last season on Baddies? I personally think that this needs to be Chrisean's last season on Baddies because she seems to be outgrowing the franchise. She seems to be outgrowing the franchise, and she doesn't want to fight anymore. She seems like she doesn't want to fight on the show, and she also feels like she's putting these girls on. So it's a catch-22. She feels like she's putting Natalie Nunn on, and she feels like she's putting these other girls on. So I'm gonna lay it all the way out for you. There's 2 reasons why she wants to do it. I mean, why she should quit. Because I do feel like there's a piece of her that's growing, but I also feel like there's a piece of her that feels like that she's so big where she doesn't need the show. So on the show last night, you know, she was mad because she kept fighting. She felt like people were trying to fight her for television and TV, which I think is true. And I think that she feels set up by production and Natalie and everybody to have a fight like they did on season 1. And I think that she doesn't want to do that. Now, if you guys missed it, Chrisean gave Lo these knots on her forehead, okay? Lo came back to get your lick back. And when she went to go get her lick back, she somehow missed her lick and ended up with 3 knots. And her wig pulled out. It was just a lot. Chrisean really is about that bop, 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 okay? And she knocked Lo. Like knock, like literally knocked her boots. And Lo kept coming back. But Chrisean was like, girl, I'm tired of fighting. Like, I don't want to fight you. I was like, I'm over it. Like, girl, I'm over it. And you guys are trying to use me for a TV moment. And, you know, and Natalie's like, girl, just, you know, chill. And she's like, I'm putting these girls on. Why are these girls trying to fight me? She said, and she was like, I'm putting everybody on. Like, I'm putting this show on. And Natalie's like, well, we're all putting each other on. And I'm going to be honest with you. I knew of Chrisean. I didn't care enough about Chrisean until this show. I think this show did help Chrisean a little bit more. You know, it did elevate her. Putting that girl in the sink. I think we really started to pay attention to Chrisean after that. At the same time, though, Chrisean, you are big. You are a big deal now. You should get off the show. You should get off. If you're not going to want to fight and be exploited, which is fine, which I think you should have been got off the show. Get off the show because they're going to use you as the fighter. You are going to be the fighter. You're going to have to get dirty. Yes, you're going to be exploited. But now you're waking up and you're realizing, oh, I don't want to do that. I want to be on here for my music and I want to just kind of be dope. Girl, well, here's the thing. We want you fighting. That's why you're on Baddies. If you don't want to fight, then girl, you got to go. That's number 1. Then number 2, you think you're too big for the show and you think that you're putting everybody on. So what do you, like, you're not doing nothing. You coming late, you doing this, like you're too fab for the show. So maybe you should move on. It just feels like she's outgrowing the show and she feels like she's bigger than the show. And to be honest with you, she kind of is. She's the biggest thing on the show. And she's had her own show. I personally said I wouldn't have never went back to the show after having my own show on the network. Like, this needs to be your last season. And to be quiet as it's kept, we didn't need Chrisean on this season. So, Chrisean, you glue up, focus on your music, leave. You did your show, get out of the Zeus Network circle. Because you're going, in that circle, you're going to be used as a fighter, as a turn up, as a nutcase. So level up, polish up, do your music thing. But the thing is this, people are addicted to the fame. People are addicted to the lights and the camera. And so it may, in this rebrand, in this level up, it may be quiet for you with these cameras for a little bit. But you still got the Shade Room and the Neighborhood Talk and all these different blogs that are going to post you because you still have your crazy relationship. But Chrisean, maybe perhaps you have outgrown the Zeus Network production. And that's okay. So I think after this season, I would just bow out gracefully. You don't want to fight anymore. They're going to use you as a fighter. You don't want to be used as a moment. If I'm a girl that's coming on Baddies, I'm going to want my moment with you too. Because I'm going to want to fight you too. Because as a girl, that's like, okay, I'm going to be the one to beat up Chrisean. You're going to have a girl every year audition to be the one to try to beat you up. You are going to be the moment every time. Somebody's going to try you because they're going to want to show that, girl, you can't whoop them. And until somebody whoops you, they're going to keep trying it. And they're going to keep using you in the scenes for the girl to fight. So if you don't want that anymore, it's best that you leave the show. Leave the network. And then if you feel like you just so big and bad and you just so, you're so big, you're putting everybody on, well, stop. And leave. You should do that. She should do that. You ask me, I don't think that her and Natalie really like each other. I don't think that Natalie really likes Chrisean. I think that Chrisean is good business for Natalie. And I don't think Chrisean really likes Natalie. I think Chrisean feels like Natalie's fake and phony. And I think that Natalie thinks that Chrisean is immature and chaotic. But she brings in a cute amount of ratings and a cute paycheck for Natalie's bottom line. So she'll deal with it. If you ask me, that's how I feel. And so everybody uses everybody. You know what I mean? But if you're tired of being used, then girl, move on. So that's what I think about Chrisean in this show. It seems like she's getting a little over it. She's getting frustrated. She wants to just, I don't know what she really wants to do. She says she wants to focus on her music and just kind of, I don't know. She just wants to be, everybody wants to be EP. Everybody wants to be Natalie. You can't. She's not giving up that spot. Everybody wants to be the lead girl and have everybody, look at them. Everybody wants to be the queen. You can't be that spot. And then you got Natalie. You already got Natalie doing that. And then you got Tommy on there being pointless. Yeah, let's get into Tommy. And, at first I wasn't sure what Tommy was doing, but now I'm starting to feel that even Tommy is pointless on the show. Tommy barely at the house. She's not at the house because Stunna Girl's at the house. She got to come in like the Grand Dame. She got to ride on a private jet with Natalie. So what is the point of Tommy? Can somebody please tell me what Tommy is? I thought this was Natalie's show. Why is Tommy here? Don't bring Tommy back either, because what is the point? I thought Natalie is everything that Chrisean wants to be on the show, and Tommy is doing. Natalie is Natalie's show. It feels like Tommy probably should have her own show and she get a bunch of girls under her and she produce it. I don't think Natalie needs Tommy to do this. But occasionally Tommy will come in and fight a girl here and there. I don't know. I will keep watching the season 2, but Tommy is feeling very pointless. I'm not really sure why Tommy's here. Because she's too fab for the show too. All these girls are too fab for the show, yet they want to be on the show. Because it's the cameras. But everybody wants to be like, girl, I'll come when I come, and I'm the big star, and everyone's coming for me. And girl, you coming to film or you coming to feel fab? What are you doing? Because, girl, we have a job to do. Like, girl, what are we doing? And if you don't want to film with this, don't do it. Why are you signing up for the show? Don't sign up for the show. Just don't do it. Like, this is not that show. We want you just in the house fighting and going off. Okay? Speaking of fighting, going off, we're going to bring you back, Tommy. Stunna Girl is the moment. Stunna Girl is my favorite. And like I said, I am a little bit biased because I am from the Bay Area and she's from the Bay Area. However, Stunna Girl is the moment. Stunna Girl is my favorite. And I'll say this. She knows how to mind her business, don't really get too involved. Like, I like how her and Chrisean ain't beefing, even though I would like to see that. But I like, but I'm not gonna push that. I think that Stunna Girl, for her to be so tiny, for her to be one of the youngest, she held her own. First of all, let's bring up big fat Biggie. I cannot stand her. Like, I really cannot stand her. She's another pointless one. Let me see. Biggie, oh God, she's just so pointless. Hold on, let me see if I can pull a picture up. She's probably the most pointless out of all of them, because I don't understand what is the point. Why are you here? Girl, why are you here? She just talk, then try to act like she didn't want to fight. She not a fighter. She not problematic. But then she, like, girl, what is the point of you? Then she in there crying. What are you crying for? Why are you crying? Why are you crying? Why are you leaving the whole conversation crying? Why are you crying? I don't know if they cut or edited something out and she felt like Natalie didn't have her back, but what are you crying for? You're so tough. You're so this. You're so that. You're Dominican. Like, girl, why are you crying? What are you crying for? Get her off of the show. She's annoying. Like, why are you crying? What are you crying for? So there's that. Can't stand her because she just do all of this and it's corny. But Stunna Girl literally getting these girls together. Now, here's the whole thing, too. I ain't even gonna hold you, though. I like Rolly. Because I feel like Rolly's real. I feel like Rolly is real. I feel like Rolly keep it real. Rolly kept it real last summer. With Rolly. And I like how Rolly is really wanting to be something. Like, she'll fight you, but Rolly actually got good music. Rolly actually is talented. Rolly is cool. And Rolly has evolved from Real Chance to now. Rolly has really evolved. However, I do feel like Rolly, you picked a fight with Stunna Girl, and girl, I personally feel like Rolly was like, okay, well, we all got to have a fight with somebody. Who am I going to get? Let me just go ahead and get my fight over with for the season. I don't even know if I feel like Rolly really had a problem with Stunna Girl. I think that Rolly was just like, okay, girl, let me get my fight scene out for the season so then I don't have to do it no more. Because it's given like, girl, everybody has to fight once. So get your scene out and you're done. That's what it's giving me. However, I think Rolly was getting mad because Stunna Girl kept catching her, kept dousing her with drinks in her face. The one time they snatched her wig, then with the security, then threw a drink in her face. So I think that Stunna Girl was slightly getting with Rolly. Now, what I didn't like was how they jumped her. Tommy in walks Tommy. But this is how you know you're the star. She got the sass, she got the mouth, and she ain't no punk. She went and fought tall, big Tommy. That's supposed to be ankle bracelet wearing, gutter hood Tommy. Then you got big fat, no shade, Rolly. You went head up. Now, mind you, okay, they got my girl. Okay, they kind of won. If you want to give her, they beat Stunna. I ain't really saying that they beat her up though. I can't really call that because I feel like for her to be that small, she went head up with both of them and held her ground on both of them hoes. Back to back. First of all, let's start here. She was already in the room the whole time. Rolly already was trying to fight the girl out for damn near, I don't know, it felt like an hour, 2 hours. I don't know how long it was, but it looked like a while. So you already tired. You already arguing. You got Biggie and Rolly. Then in walks Tommy. Then you got to go catch your favorite Rolly. And then let's talk about the favorite Rolly. They went slap up. Rolly just didn't dog her out. Let's be very clear. She got some knocks on Rolly. Then right after imagine you being 5 something. You got to go big big old, you've got to fight the big girl in school. The big fat one. You fighting her first. That's a lot of endurance. That's a lot of power. That's a lot of tenacity. And that's a lot of courage. You have to fight the big fat one first. Usually that one comes second. So you got to fight the big fat one first. Stunna Girl like, okay, let's go. Let's get active. Let's go. I'm finna fight this fat mother. I'm finna fight this fat bitch. Period. Period. What that fat is. Yes. I was out the bed like, yeah. When she was like, let's go. I was like, fuck that bitch up. Yes. Whoop her motherfucking ass. And she went up and Rolly caught her though, but Stunna was pop, pop, pop. Rolly got her and I'm like, okay. Then Tommy, it's my turn. And you know, Stunna ran back up. Blah, blah, blah. And it was not no clear defeat. It was not no clear defeat. Let's be very clear. That was not, Tommy did not put out no punisher on Stunna Girl. Stunna Girl held her own. And meanwhile, let's be very clear. Tommy, you supposed to be putting out the finisher. It didn't give punisher. It didn't give get your lip back. It did not give that. It was cute, okay, whatever. But Stunna definitely got some licks in there. And then Rolly, the big fat one, came back. Even though I like Rolly though. She's probably one, honestly, no shade. Rolly's probably one of my second favorites. But in this, you know, we gotta be real. Rolly did cause Rolly is my girl. I hate that I have to just do this, but Rolly is my girl. But Rolly, then you came in and you started grabbing her from the side. So imagine, you got tall Tommy, big Tommy. Then you got the big fat one on you, the big fat sister. She finna come sit on you. And you the little one, you fighting both of them hoes. You fought both of them hoes. It took both of these big ass hoes to fight Stunna Girl. Stop playing. Stop playing. Stunna Girl is the moment. She is going head up with any bitch in that house. She went head up with literally the two biggest beasts. The only one that she didn't fight that's considered a monster, let's be clear, is Chrisean. If you really think, and Natalie, if you ask her, because if you ask Natalie, she mops the floor with We'll let her have that one. Hey, Nat, but you know what I'm saying. I won't forget that fight, but she did with Sarah. She missed every punch. But anyway, listen. Baddie, shot o'clock. Natalie's a key. You know what? Natalie is a cackle. I get a cackle off of Natalie Nunn. She's a key. She's a key. She's a key. That's all I can say. That lady is, and she's like, in the funniest way though, she's just like, and I mean this with love. I swear I mean this with love, but she is like delusional. You know what I'm saying? But with love. Like in a very entertaining way though. Like, girl, yes. Whatever you say, girl, yes, it's that. Yes, I agree. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and then when the fight with Rolly too, when she blacks her eye, right? But anyway, Back to what we was talking about. I feel like Stunna Girl is definitely the moment. And if you think about it, Tommy is known for being a big dog. Let's be very clear. Because remember, Jocelyn, she didn't want that smoke with Tommy. Jocelyn wanted that smoke with everybody else. But when Tommy was ready to fight, Jocelyn didn't want those problems. And, you know, Jocelyn give like she big dog. She slaps hoes down. Big dog, small one, she dogs them out. Rolly, we seen what she did to Ann last season. Rolly is a big girl. Just off the strength of her being a big girl, she's a lot. That's a lot to weight. A lot of weight to roll around and throw around. Okay. So, Rolly is known for being a punisher. Tommy is known for being a punisher. And Chrisean Rock is known for being a punisher. And so you went up against 2 of the 3 biggest, fighters in the house. When you think Tommy on the cast, when you think Rolly, you think, oh, who gonna play with them? You don't think nobody gonna play with them. Stunna Girl doesn't care. She snatched Tommy, threw 2 drinks in Rolly face, snatched that, and went head up with both that bitch. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. Fuck them hoes. Fuck them bitches. Yes. You better represent for the motherfucking bitch. She did that. And so I ain't mad at her, but she turned all the way up. She turned up. People said she snuck Tommy. Tommy snuck her at the audition. But she went head up with Tommy. Let's talk about what happened recently. She went head up with Rolly first, then went head up with Tommy right after. And would have went head up with Biggie too. But Biggie didn't want no motherfucking problems. They said the guards hold Rolly and Tommy back. No. And see, this is what I don't like about Zeus Network. They're very biased. They hold back the people that they'll hold, like they won't hold Chrisean back, and they'll let they'll let the other girl like knock her. They'll let Chrisean like knock. They won't hold. I don't feel like they holding Tommy back. They'll let Tommy get to you, and then they'll hold you back. Like if you're not the most known, you will get held back while the more known or more popular person or the person that has a little bit more, equity within the group, within the production, they're gonna let that person beat your ass. If you're the bigger star, they're gonna let you beat your ass. Now, if you new to the show, be prepared to get held back and your ass whooped. If you're new, if you don't have a lot of equity within the cast, you will be held back by security while the person that has the more equity on the show and in the cast whoops your ass. Security always lets Chrisean get her licks in. They do. Now, I will say this. Stunna Girl did her big one, and it was what it was. She went head up with both of them. And she's doing her thing on the show. I'm really interested. Oh, that's the other thing I was going to say. What is the dark-skinned one's name? Because if I was Stunna Girl, I'm not talking to her no more. I don't like her no more. I was with her. The one that was supposed to be her friend, I'm no longer with her. Because she's full of shit. Talking about where was I at? She was in there talking about, now what's not finna happen is I'm not finna let nobody jump you and nobody's finna jump you. They did exactly what you said they weren't gonna do. Where were you at? Because at first you was in the room with her. Cat gotta go. Cat is that fits her name. Y'all, you let her get jumped. You let her get jumped. Yo, they not finna jump you. Nobody finna put their hands on you and da-da-da. Then she outside talking to Rolly. What? Why are you outside talking to Rolly? What is this? Talking about, well, where was I at? Well, that's what we want to know. We was all wondering, and I think everybody was like, yeah, we was wondering, where the you? Where was I at? Yeah, shoot me, bitch. But anyway, then she's sitting up there mumbling and cackling with Rolly. What? No. She gotta go. But yeah, child. I just want to give y'all that real quick. So I think Chrisean should quit the show because she's too big for the show and she feel like she put everybody on and she want a different call time and this and the third. So girl, it's time for you to quit. And I think it's a good idea for you to quit because girl, you are bigger than the show. You could be. You can be bigger than Zeus Network. You really could. But you need to get out of the show, get out of your contract, and you need to get rid of Blueface. That's the tea. But anyway, yeah, so we're heading over directly right now to StationHead. So, because we got to talk. We got to talk about the channel. The people are saying now, this is now me. People are saying that, they don't want any more personal story time. So I might be leaving the story times alone on this channel because people are saying that now I'm making everything about me. And if you guys know on this channel, I've always did story times about going to events and meeting people. But now people are saying now I'm forcing my celebrity connections, that I don't have. And I'm talking about me, myself, and my celebrity friends, which I don't have. Too much. So you guys keep asking me for these story times, this and the third. So you guys will just see it on social media. I won't talk about it because I don't really care. So, but we can talk about it over on StationHead. So I love y'all all. I'll see you. Oh, wait, let me upload. Let me do the StationHead right now. And you guys can call in on both topics on StationHead. Okay. So what we're going to do now. Oh, they said talk about Lotto losing the Grammy. We can talk about that on StationHead. And I also want to talk about the fact that I said Doja Cat, you see she was nominated in those pop categories. When you put her up against the pop girl, she don't win. So I'm sure she'll be back in the rap categories, in the R&B categories. Let's see what the tea is. Hold on, child. We about to get over there right now. Okay. Okay, I'm giving y'all the link. I'm pulling up over there right now. I'm about to give y'all the link right now. Hold on. Hold on, child. Okay, so if you want to head over to StationHead right now, here is the link. It's right there. You guys can click that link. I will see you guys over on StationHead. We're getting into some things over here right now. Okay, love you. See you on the other side.
Thanks for listening. Keep that same energy, and we'll see